Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joe with Family Porties, and thanks so much for tuning into our YouTube channel here today. And we are bringing you these live, fun, educational videos for Family Porties because of our passion for raising Family Porties and raising Portuguese water dogs here in Walnut Creek, Ohio. So we provide you these videos just for the fact of, education and fun as well. But today we have an update for Shelby's litter, which is going to be really fun to do. Shelby has 9 puppies, and 8 of them are spoken for already, so I do have 1 reservation available on Shelby's litter. So get a hold of me if you're interested in that, familyporties@gmail.com, or you can call me 330-621-3917, and I can help you out with that process. But we're gonna get into Shelby's litter now. She had 5 males and only 4 females, and I'm gonna talk about the females here in the beginning of this video. So the first female that we have is gonna be a black female with a lot of white markings on her. She has white socks on her feet, on her front feet, and on her back feet, as you can see there. If you flip her upside down, she has a lot of white on her belly there, and she has a nice little white collar. Not a whole collar, but a little bit of a white stripe coming down her neck and then across the backside of her as well. But she is a really good looking female Portuguese water dog, and a lot of nice markings on her. So I know there's several people in the selection and the reservation list that want females, and this is gonna really make a good looking female for Shelby's litter. The next female that I will talk about is another man, this one's hard to tell. I think this is more chocolate and white than it is anything. As you can see, the nice white collar around the backside again, and she also has white socks on. Look at her feet here, and she has a nice, really cool white stripe right down her hind leg here. I think that's a really cool, distinctive mark on her. And if you look underneath there, she has a little bit more white underneath her as well, and then she has a little bit of white here on the top of her forehead. So this is a really nice color variation in this female. And again, they will be about they're gonna be 3 weeks old on Thursday, August 12th. So these guys are getting old and getting ready to go home here in 4 or 5 weeks. And we're excited for these guys, but we're kind of introducing the litter today. As you can see, their tail, she's chocolate, but she does have a little white tip on her tail as well for one of Shelby's females. So that's one of them. And now we'll get into the black one here that has some white feet as well. Looks like she just dipped her feet in some little white paint there on the front and on the back as well. And I don't think she has much, she has a little bit of white underneath her there. But, and then, look on the back side of her. She has a little bit of like a white speck there on her back. But she's looking really good in the white here on her face as well. So really nice markings for this one as well. But this is more of a black and white, solid black tail, as you can see there. And the final female that we're gonna have here today is gonna be another chocolate one, but she has a little bit of white on her feet. She has a white sock here on her front foot, and then her right front foot has a little bit of white right there, as you can see it. And then her back feet, they both have white on them as well. Pretty much solid chocolate the rest of the way through. Has a little bit of white underneath here, if I can get her arms open there a little bit. So that's what she's gonna look like, but a chocolate and white female. And that's the 4 females in Shelby's litter. So we are excited to present the females from Shelby's litter, and I know the people that are looking for females are excited to see these girls today, and we're excited to present them. They finally got a little old enough and get a little bit of personality in them to where we can show them off a little bit to you. They are still a little bit sleepy. They just come off of their afternoon lunch, so they're all kind of huddling up together and kind of quiet and trying to sleep here. So I'm going to bring them out of their slumber here after they just fed with Mama. Mama's doing well. Shelby's doing very, very well, being a good mama as always is Shelby. So go down the reservation list here real quick for you. Austin Thomas, you have the first pick. You're going to have one of the females there that we showed you. Callie McGrath, I'm not sure which gender you want, but you have the second pick. Erica Walker. You have the third pick, Katie Miller. You have pick number 4. Ross Panko, you are next at number 5. Dean Cabello, he's at number 6. Eva Kelling, I think that's how you pronounce it. She's at number 7, and Michael Bennett is at the 8th pick. So we have 1 pick remaining on Shelby's litter, and that's gonna get me into the males now. So I'm gonna start out with this sleepy guy here, and he looks to be pretty much solid chocolate male. May have a little bit of white here on his chest, as you can see him. He's a good looking male Portuguese water dog. Maybe a little bit of white on his back paw there, but other than that, he is a pretty solid chocolate Portuguese water dog, and a nice size one as well, out of Shelby's litter. So that's one of the males here today. Another male we have a black and white one. Now this one has a lot of white on it, has the white socks. This one has the whole, almost the front leg is almost all white. The front leg here has it looks like he has a sock on, and if you hold him up, his back legs are the same way. Has a lot of white on him, but also a lot of black coloring on him as well. Has a little bit of white on his forehead, as you can see here, and then his back leg has a nice little white marking there, and the other one does as well. So really cool white markings on these guys. He has a white tip on his tail as well. So this is one of the males available in Shelby's litter. Another one I'm gonna bring out, this is this little guy here. He's one of the cutest in the litter in my opinion. He's pretty much all black. He has a little bit of white on his back feet here and on his other back foot. He has a little bit of white underneath. You really can't see it very well there in the shot, but he almost looks, in the camera he may look black, in the lighting here he may look chocolate. He has a really cool coat color, and I really can't get a grasp if he's gonna be more of a chocolate or more of a black color, but as he gets older, that'll definitely come out, and we'll be able to see better as he gets a little bit older. So this is another cute one out of Shelby's litter, one of the other males. And I'm gonna bring out the true chocolate one here. We got another chocolate male. He was sleeping there for a minute. As you can see, he has white underneath there, as you can see underneath him, and then you have a little bit of white tip on his back paw, and a little bit of white on that back paw as well. Has a really cute little white marking here on the side of him, as you can see there. It's a really cool little white spot. Distinctive little white mark. As you can hear, him is a little talkative here this morning, and they're all getting a little excited to be out and about and finally out being showed off to the world as they are getting ready for the adoption process for Shelby's litter. That's one of the other males for Shelby. And the final male for Shelby's litter, we're gonna have this guy. He is black and white, and again, looks a little chocolatey, but I can't really tell with the lighting of, you know, his coat looks a little chocolate, looks a little black. So once he gets a little older, I think we'll definitely be able to tell. But he has a little white here on his on the top of him here, and he has like a solid white leg, which is really cool. And if you look at the back side of him, yeah, he agrees. Yeah, I know you want to put down. Okay, I'll put you down. But then he has, I'll flip him around here. As you can see, the back leg has a nice amount of white on him as well. And then the tail has a white tip, and he has a little bit of white markings back here on his backside. Yeah, a little white spot is kind of a neat marker, and he has a little bitty white patch right here as well. So he has a lot of really cool markings on him. And if you flip him around a little bit, you can see a little more of the white as he's wanting to come hide, I think. But yeah, he has a lot of good markings on him, and he has the milk mustache and the milk beard on the front, as they call it. So he is a good looking Portuguese water dog. Again, the final male out of Shelby's litter. So that was a look at Shelby's litter. Of course, Shelby had 9 total puppies. She had 4 females and 5 males. I do have 8 reservations on this litter, and I have 1 reservation available still for you. So if you have any questions or like to make a reservation on a litter, or you just want to talk about the litter, you can give me a call, 330-3 321 or 621-3917, or shoot me an email, familyporties@gmail.com. And again, folks, thanks so much. If you haven't liked or subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so at the bottom of the screen, and we will have more fun videos for you next week as we do another litter update when these guys are almost 4 weeks old. So these guys are growing fast, and we're going to show these guys off to you again next week. So again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm Joe with Family Porties, 330-621-3917, or email familyporties@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.